Alright guys, we're back again on the old Oliver. As you can see, I got the radiator back from radiator shop. This thing is real aggravating. It's real dirty. I didn't film a lot of everything going back together. But it went back together. I've already cranked it up. It runs pretty much the same as it did before. So I don't want to say I did all that work for nothing, but it pretty much runs the same as it did before. So now I'm back to the injectors, and I've been doing some research online about these injectors. Finally, found some videos on YouTube kind of showing what's going on, and I do believe at least the one on that number 3 cylinder is malfunctioned, or from the way it looks externally, it looks like it could have an issue. But right now my main issue is this fuel line. So this is the fuel line that goes for it, and I've lost the nut, but it goes in here like this. This attaches here, the tank, and this goes in here. Here's the nut for it. So when I got it out of the bag, my parts bag, I was like, oh, well, I lost the ferrule, the compression sleeve. So I went and got a compression sleeve put on it, and now just dropped it, but I don't need it anyway. But when I tighten it up, it doesn't crimp the compressor. It doesn't crimp that compression sleeve like it's supposed to. And so I remember from this back hose attachment on the filter that it's got like a rubber piece in there. So I don't know if this had a rubber piece on it at one time and I lost it during the disassemble. Regardless, it's gone. So I actually tried taking the ferrule and putting 2 O-rings, one in front of it, one behind it, and putting it all back together. And it slows it to a trickle, but it still leaks. So I took this fitting out of the filter housing, and I went to the hardware store, and they didn't have, of course, the parts I needed, they were out of. So I got like a hodgepodge, a Frankenstein thing here. And so my plan is put this in. I'm gonna cut this here. So this is 5/16 hose, and this is a 5/16 tube, and so that slides up in there. Cut this off and stick this end back in the tank. Cut this off and slide the hose up on it, and go that route. So that's what I'm gonna do first, and then I don't have a lot of time today, but I'm gonna try to pull one of those injectors out, take it apart, disassemble it, and see what we can do about cleaning it, and or trying to find the part number. The book that I ordered has like a procedure for it. It says you can soak it into some stuff, and I watched some YouTube videos about these injectors. I'm not much of a diesel guy, but slowly learning. So that's where I'm at right now. And so let's see if we can get this gas line on. Alright, we got that part finished. Although it looks like hot garbage, I'm not really going for form, more for function. As long as it don't leak, we'll be good to go. So let's put some fuel in it. Alright, I got the injector pulled out of number 4. I've already broken it loose. It says in the manual there's a special Bosch tool for this, but I found a 3/4 inch 12-point closed socket. Works just fine, and I had to give it a Had to give it a love tap with the rubber hammer right here. Break it loose. Got it in the vise. It was on there pretty good. The video I watched said it's supposed to be at like 25 foot-pounds or something. You also got a copper washer on top here. That's kind of what seals it into the block. I think you can go under my liked videos. You go under like my playlist, I think, and see the videos that I watched about cleaning these. But I'm gonna take this one apart the best I can. Kind of watching, doing. The videos I watched were kind of DIY, guys. So let's DIY it and see what we can have. If you look closely, it's kind of hard to see, but there is like you can see the little nipple sticking through, and you can see a lot of carbon buildup on there, which is one thing they noted. And then we'll take this out. This is the part that goes inside the block, just everything past this copper washer. So and you can order these nozzles. They've got a part number on them, but I was trying to look it up and I couldn't really find that particular part number. I don't know if it's obsolete or what. I believe this is a Bosch American injector. It looks just like the ones I watched in the other videos. So I'm going to set the camera up where I can get my hands free and take it apart and see where we're at. All right, here we go. This will come off. That's the injector on the inside. This needle, that centerpiece, is supposed to be, that's what closes and seals. The other end of it is this tip out here. So that's what's supposed to be on there. And this piece should be free. This inner piece, copper washer, should be free, but it's sorry, it's on there pretty tight, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get that loose. It does not want to come loose. Let me get a screwdriver. It does not want to come loose. I want to scar this washer up. Jeez. It does not want to come loose. I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Well, I didn't get the cap off this outer ring, but I did get the needle out. You can kind of see there. I don't know if it'll focus on it. That tip, that's what sticks through what does the sealing. It's got that ledge on it. This is a machine surface. It's everybody says, and it says in the book, to not use any kind of emery cloth or anything like that, just to wipe it down. But it's supposed to slide in and out, and it was a little bit of a pain, although it did come out. It's not really sliding, and that this inside here, there's a spring that pushes against this. So this is in here. You see the holes. My understanding is the diesel fuel pump pumps it past these holes. It pushes down on this needle, pushes against the spring, and that's what sprays the diesel fuel into the chamber. Now this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. The needle looks good. Let me get a soft rag here and we'll try to get it wiped down. So I was watching one video, and this guy, he'd had the inner part out. And I might try to, now that I got the needle out, I was worried about damaging this nipple. Now that I got the needle out, I might take a hammer to it and try to beat it back out. But so he took and put this part, the snare shank, inside a drill. And he put toothpaste on it, stuck it inside there, and spun it with a drill and cleaned it. The book says, the manual says to soak it in like acetone or tetrachloride, whatever that is. I'm not sure. And I've also seen videos where guys are using jewelry cleaner, like a high frequency jewelry cleaner. I don't know about the solution they're using to clean these. It says in the book that they're supposed to be like a mirror finish, but as you can see, that is not a mirror finish. It's pretty dark. It's got a lot of carbon on it. So what I might do is soak it in some, I saw one of the videos I watched, a guy was soaking in like basically carburetor cleaner, so I may do that. So we'll see.